Hey everybody, it's Streamlined Steamroller. So this is something that's a little bit outside of my what you're used to seeing me review. But this here is something very special. I got this in the mail yesterday after I won it on eBay. Here's a Commodore. Come on, focus! Focus! Commodore SX-64. Commodore executive computer, otherwise known as the SX-64. Now, basically, this was introduced in 1984, I believe, and they made them all the way up until 1986. This here is basically a portable Commodore 64. It's all color. It's a very nice machine. Let's go ahead and open this up. It's clocked at 1 megahertz and has 64 kilobytes of memory. The screen is in full color. This is, I think, about a 5-inch screen. It's got one 5 1/4-inch disk drive. There's space here for putting other ones. And you may think there's actually supposed to be 2. They tried that, but apparently, I believe it was either the processor or the power supply. Either the processor couldn't handle both of them, or the power supply just wasn't powerful enough for the 2 of them. But there are some very rare Commodore DXs that have 2. Or some people have actually just gone uninstalled 2. Anyhow, let's go ahead and wrap around to the back of this machine. Yeah, no soft power switch here. Let it boot. There you go. It's a fully working machine. Come on. Come on, focus. Well, the camera's being stupid. Here's a keyboard. These keyboards are kind of prone to going bad. Well, not really bad, but they just need to be cleaned. Then when I got this thing, this keyboard just needed a lot of work. I typed a whole bunch of things on there. So basically I took all the keys off, peeled back the membrane very carefully, and cleaned all the little contacts. Cleaned every single one. Now, I don't have any programs for this thing that would go in the 5 1/4-inch floppy drive, even though I do have some programs, but these are DOS-based programs. They're not going to work on here. They're MS-DOS, not Commodore DOS. And most people would just make the little infinite loop that just prints one thing, that just says one thing over and over and over and over again, but I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I'm just be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back. I have my little program set up. So basically, this is a little number guess game, so I'm going to go ahead and hit run. So what is the one-digit number I'm thinking of? Well, Mr. Commodore SX-64, are you thinking of the number 5? I'm wrong. Well, okay, are you thinking of the number 7? Wrong again. How about the number 3? Hey, look at that, I'm right. Thank you, Mr. Commodore. So basically, it's just a number guessing game. You want to know my program? It's right there, in case you want to use it. Interesting little program. Okay, I'm running out of memory on this phone. But, let's see, I'm missing one of the cosmetic strips. Missing one of these buttons on the other side. Handles all put together. Got a little slot here. This is where you put your cartridge. Fast load cartridge, or you could load programs through the 5 1/4-inch floppy drive. Doesn't lock too well. But anywho, so I bought this thing on eBay for $46. It was $44 to ship it, because this thing was falling apart. But it booted up, and that was the important thing. But it runs. I'm going to be getting some games for it. I'm going to be bringing this thing to school and use as a word processor. So anywho, I'm Streamlined Steamroller. I will see